I think Bulls fans need to keep a frame of mind, with all the excitement of Lonzo coming back tonight, of what Lonzo can do to help this team now that it is shifting directions and going younger. And on the heels of that, maybe that he can entice some team that's headed for the playoffs this season.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, a great veteran who has a great basketball IQ, who can help his teammates, whether they be vets or the young guys, play better basketball. And if they are the young guys, grow into better basketball players.
Guys like him, point guards are generals, you know what I'm saying, like that. And not only because they run the team, but when guys know a good one is out there, they straighten up and they know exactly what to do. And certain basketball things start clicking for them that probably weren't clicking before. Like I mentioned, the Zach LaVine back cuts. That like, oh yeah, that's a play you can actually run, and it's a thing you can actually do. We saw Lonzo hit the back cut from a great pass from Patrick Williams. Was the last time I've seen that? I don't know, but I can tell you I watched it happen today, and it was really cool to see. Just watching him out there and guys knowing where they needed to be, where they need to be in space, where they needed to be in transition, allowing the ball to move and have an actual rhythm. And I talked about it, and I said that to you, man. I said, man, the pace and rhythm of this offense in this first half has been really, really good because watching Lonzo out there just, directing everyone, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to yell and scream. That works too. I'm not saying it doesn't. Matt shows you all the time that it can. But you don't have to do that all the time. There are other ways to lead. There are millions of other ways to lead someone. And Lonzo shows us that when he's just simply out there playing, guys just want to be in the right position for him because they really like him very, very, very much, man. And they know they're going to get the basketball when he's out there, man. No, he's a great player, and he's a great person to have on your team. And I hope these other NBA teams are watching. I really do.
Listen, the biggest thing that you don't talk about with Lonzo is his nonverbal communication skills.
Yes.
I played with a guy that could talk with his eyes. Tim Duncan.
Oh,
Ooh,
flex. Man. Oh, man.
And somehow when there's certain players, it's just a skill that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah.
You can look at him, and because of just look at his eyes, and you can know what he's thinking and what he wants you to do. And Lonzo is one of those guys, when you play with him as you're dribbling, he can direct you with his eyes. In that nonverbal communication aspect and this comes with repetition and practice.
Sure.
But it's just such a distinct advantage because you're not having to vocalize. Because if I tell you what to do vocally, he knows what it is I'm telling you to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can just look at you and you and I can communicate nonverbally, just by making eye contact, he has no idea what's going on.
True.
Except that Dave and I share a brain, so I do know what's going on.
That's true. Matt and I do exactly what you're talking about.
For like 5 years now.
We do exactly what you're talking about. We'll have conversations during the show. Nobody else knows just by looking at each other.
So you guys are separated at birth.
Yeah.
Yep. Explain that one.
Got to break that one down. Miracles of modern science happening up in here, man. But
a great example of that.
Movie.
I mean, when Lonzo was coming up on the weak side and Pat had the ball at the elbow on the perimeter on the left side, and they showed the slow-mo replay of it after it converted to a successful bucket, he just Pat slingshotted a no-look pass to Lonzo, who, hey, guess what? Made a cut.
Yes.
Off-ball cut to the basket.
Correct.
And Lonzo even, I guess, so he didn't perfectly understand Lonzo's just eye contact, because Lonzo, I think, also went up with his eyes like, hey, throw a lob.
Correct. He did.
And instead, Pat threw a dart.
Yeah.
But it was a great dart. It was on time. It was on target. Easy two for Lonzo.
Right.
That's that kind of stuff that makes Lonzo's teammates better.
Yeah, man. And again, I'm getting to Patrick Williams for a second. But first, let me say this. It's about over 350 people watching this. Thank you. Can we get them likes up, please, right now? Can we get those likes going on right now? Get those thumbs. 350,
victory?
50 like. Come on, let's get it going up here. Let's get those likes up. We enjoyed them. Do it for Troll Joe. Do it for our guy K-Dub.
Please.
But I want to talk some about Patrick Williams, because you just mentioned Patrick tonight. The best game he's had, obviously, in his entire preseason, without even thinking about it. That's what the best game he has had. He came out early. Multiple rebounds. He had 6. Oh, my God.
Did he really?
He had 6 rebounds.
I was sarcastically saying that because I saw him grab 2.
No, right. And you remembered him, right? You didn't forget about him. That's the thing. That's the thing, y'all. That man had 6 rebounds tonight. P. Will actually, I saw him creating at least 2 buckets for himself. And I thought that was cool to see. I hated the one, but it went in. The one against Mike Conley. Well, I just wanted him to put him into the basket. But he faded away on him. Fine. It went in. Cool. It was another one. He created his own shot. Then he hit a 3-pointer. After getting the rebound and starting the break, he comes down on the elbow, gets it back, hits the 3-point shot. That was early. I think that might have been the first bucket of the game that he did that in. Shout out to Patrick Williams' first shot of the game. Shout out Joey.
Shout out Joey.
But, man, dude, like, just seeing him do those things, and you're just watching it, you're like, now I know you have it. And I know we all know you can do this stuff, but it's just simply all about that consistency with Patrick Williams, man. Like, that's what it's all about. I don't know if Lonzo being back is part of that factor. Sure, it might be. I don't know if Modest and the way that these other guys are playing has inspired him too. Sure, that could be the case. Whatever it is, I'm going to need him to have more of that because until further notice, this is your starting 4. So he's going to have to play at this level and at this pace to make sure the Bulls are going to be competitive.
Yeah, and, the interesting thing
Your word.
You heard Stacey talk about, just his personality.
Mm-hmm.
He has to, in my opinion, I think what we've seen enough of, there's got to be somebody that's kind of got to motivate him a little bit on this team.
Yes.
And I don't mean coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be another player that, he kind of knows that they can have that heated discussion.
Yes, sir.
But he knows it's on behalf of that guy wants me to be better.
Yes, yes.
That guy's not necessarily being critical of me. This is called constructive criticism.
Yes.
But it's also, is he motivating him in the right way where that guy wants to play for you, right? Because what we've seen was if we just leave it up to P. Will, I'm not sure it's going to happen.
Yes.
So it's a tough thing to ask of somebody else, but that's kind of when you talk about somebody has the whole package.
Yes. Oh, God.
Meaning their ability to convince others to play with them.
Yes.
Right? And that's like in big business.
Okay.
You just have some people that have the ability to bring those together, as odd as the parts may be, and make them work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where me personally, that's the step I want to see Coby take next. We saw what he can do tonight. I mean, you saw the full package, right?
Yeah. For anyone worried about Giddey and Lonzo and pulling the focus and the offensive, control away from Coby White, Coby had a great game tonight.
He really did, man. And yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Will.
No, but you saw the whole package. I mean, 6 of 9 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, couple ones really deep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got to the free throw line.
6 of 6 at the line. Also dished out 4 assists.
Exactly.
Did it all.
So, but we've known now, and he stamped that last year. Okay. Now, what I want to see is that leadership aspect of being able to talk to these guys during timeouts on the floor, picking up some of those Zoe tendencies to where, sometimes it's unfortunate, but a coach has to pull somebody aside and said, I need you to help him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by I need you to help him is we know what he can do. You got to help us bring it out of him.
Yeah.
Because if we just allow and wait for him to do it, it may not happen.
And that's the thing with Pat. I don't know this about Patrick. I don't know if he's motivated verbally or just motivated by the actual action. And I don't know, like you said, if somebody is just in him, giving him the business because they want him to be better. I don't know if he takes that in and, shows it on the floor, or if he's more of a guy who just actually has to see somebody, kind of doing a little bit better than him at the position that he's playing. And then he could be motivated that kind of way. Or if somebody's going at him in practice or something like that. Like, yep. I don't know that about him. I'm just saying one of those ways has to be the way to motivate this guy, man, because we've been waiting on it for a very long time for it to sprout out. And we're over here excited about 12 points and 6 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very excited about it, and I'm very happy, and I want to see more of this, but this is the level of excitement that we have for that.
We all silly like the mayor.